Hello and welcome to the Big G Video Podcast. Who am I? My name is Big G and I make YouTube videos about making YouTube videos. I do things about making YouTube videos and general videography, and this podcast is more of an extended discussion about, making videos that go on YouTube really. So if you're watching this or watching a summary on my YouTube channel, you can listen to the podcast via all the normal providers like Apple Podcast, and there's going to be a link in the description. If you're listening to the podcast and you've not seen my YouTube channel, maybe head over to my YouTube channel. Again, I'll put a link in the description should you want to do that. So we're now on episode 5. I took a bit of a long break to figure things out, trying to work out how to put the podcast in, but we're back with episode 5, and it's all about GoPro. And I've called this Go Home GoPro. I like having action cameras. Most of the stuff you can do on action cameras, you can do on your phone. But your phone is now so integrated into your life, I do worry what would happen if I got my phone out and I dropped it or I lost it. It'd just be such a hassle because things are on there and they're important. I need my phone. Now, I've got the iPhone 13 mini and it's really good. The camera's excellent. It does slow-mo. I think I can get up to 120 frames per second in 1080. It's got cinematic mode. I can do loads and loads of filming stuff just on my phone. But like I say, I don't really want to be having my phone out all the time. Your phone's with you, your phone's useful, fits in your pocket, you get it out, you can film, it's got stabilization, it's excellent. But it's not rugged, and losing it has a big consequence. So I don't really want to film on my phone all the time. I'd rather film on a GoPro. I'd rather film on a GoPro that doesn't have lag and doesn't crash occasionally. So that's the GoPro 10. There are other GoPros, but the GoPro 10 seems to be the best one. What's really attracted me to it as well is 4K 120. I don't even have to go into slow-mo modes to get that. That's a normal shooting mode. That looks fantastic. It's got the integrated mount. That looks really good. It can shoot 5.3 or 5.7K. Not so bothered about that. Capture. It's got a pre-programmed capture mode. That might be useful, but really I want it for the slow-mo 4K 120. I don't have any camera that can do 4K 120. And for me, if I'm doing a project at 24 frames per second, that's a 5 times slowdown. I can then go and get 240 at lower resolutions and stuff. So I love a GoPro 10. It is complete gear acquisition. Syndrome, GAS. I'd still like one. The problem is where I'd have to buy it from. So normally I'd buy things from Amazon, but if you buy things from Amazon, you get the free 1-day delivery and stuff. It's great. But the GoPro costs a lot more on Amazon because what GoPro are doing is they're selling it through their website at a discount, and you get free subscription. So you might think that's a win-win. I get free subscription, I get it at a lower price, but please beware. GoPro.com is terrible. I bought one item from GoPro.com. I've only ever bought one item, bought it from there, and I got charged twice for the same item, and you can't get hold of anyone at customer services, and they don't do anything, customer services, when you do get hold of someone. So I think I went 3 months fighting this thing to get my payment back, and I think in the end, because I paid with PayPal had to sort it out for me. But GoPro, customer services were constantly say, yeah, we're looking into that, and they weren't. Oh yeah, we'll sort that out. I do sympathise. Yeah, that's terrible. So I don't really want to get it from GoPro.com just because I've had a pretty abysmal experience. And it's not just me. Lots of people have had an abysmal experience at GoPro.com. It's a terrible website. They're terrible at doing anything there. Don't let me bias you or anything. So like I say, I would love a Hero 10, but I don't want to pay more than I have to for it on Amazon, and I don't want to get it through GoPro.com. So I'm a bit stuck. So I look at the DJI Action 2. Now I've got the DJI Action. It's great. Only does 4K 60, I think, but it certainly doesn't do 4K 120, which is what I'm after really. So, I'm a bit stuck. it's, you know, it's really not the end of the world, is it? I could, like I say, I could use my phone. I've got quite good slow-mo on my phone. I could use the slow-mo modes on my other cameras. It's really not the end of the world. But the DJI Action 2 also shoots at 4K 120, and I'm very interested in it. Now, it's a little bit more money than the GoPro deal. I think the GoPro deal will be £329, and I think the DJI Action 2 is £365 at the time of recording. So it's more expensive, and it's not quite as good, and it's certainly not going to be as rugged. So in the end, I've decided I won't get either of them until one of them significantly drops in price, i.e. the DJI Action 2, or the GoPro Hero 10 is available elsewhere at a decent price. But no, I just can't. I cannot go back to buying things off GoPro store. Absolutely terrible. So, do you know of an alternative to the GoPro Hero 10? Let me know. I'm really interested to find out. Thank you. Goodbye.